Welcome back to Financial Management. I'm Mira, and I'll be walking you through Lesson 5, Part 4, Investing Through a 401k. Today we'll be talking about what a 401k is, as well as how matching plans work. 401ks are one of the easiest ways to invest because you don't have to do much. You choose the percentage of your paycheck that gets taken out. Then your employer deducts the money from your paycheck and deposits it into an account with a financial firm. The financial firm then invests the money for you. For example, here at the Doe Fund, Morgan Stanley manages our 401ks. Some nonprofit organizations offer a 403b instead of a 401k. These accounts are basically the same thing to you as the employee. In some companies, you need to opt into a 401k if you want to participate. Other companies automatically opt you in, and you have to opt out if you don't want to participate. For example, the Doe Fund automatically signs you up for a 3% contribution at your new hire orientation. You can choose to opt out entirely, or to increase or decrease that amount, but if you do nothing, your contribution will stay at 3%. The firm that is in charge of your company's 401k will have different kinds of investment plans for you to choose from. If you don't choose one for yourself, they'll choose one for you, and they do this mainly based on how old you are. The firm will choose a more aggressive plan if you are younger. This is because you can afford to take more risk because you're farther away from retirement. You may earn more, but you also can potentially lose more. The firm will choose a more conservative plan if you are older, since you have less time to bounce back and make back the money after a loss. Here's an example of the age breakdown for different investment plans. The money that's taken out of your paycheck for a 401k is taken out pre-tax. That means you don't pay tax on this money. This lowers your overall taxable income, which is the amount that the government taxes you on, meaning that you may fall to a lower tax bracket, and it may mean that you get a larger tax refund at the end of the year. All investing has some risk. As we talked about in an earlier lesson, 401ks are fairly low risk, but they aren't no risk because they still are investments in the stock market, which is why you might see your balance fluctuate. The stronger or healthier the stock market and the economy are, the higher returns you'll see. If the market or economy goes through a weaker period, you'll see less of a return.
What is a 401k? Presented by WallStreetSurvivor.com. The 401k is one of the most common retirement savings accounts. The 401k is set up by your employer and has both tax and savings advantages. Here's Samantha. Samantha just started a new job with an insurance company. One of the perks of this job is 401k matching. Here's how it works. Samantha earns $100,000 before taxes and is allowed to put up 6% of her salary in the company 401k program. On top of that, the company agrees to match 50 cents for every dollar that Samantha contributes. So, if Samantha contributes the full amount, she'll deposit $6,000 into the account. Her company will match this by depositing an extra $3,000, bringing her total contribution up to $9,000. This contribution is tax deductible, meaning Samantha only has to pay income tax on $94,000 rather than $100,000. She will only have to pay taxes when she withdraws the money from the account, usually in retirement or after 60 when her tax bracket is lower. Matching is just one benefit plan. Another example could be profit sharing. For example, imagine that instead of the company matching 50 cents to the dollar, they agree to contribute 1% of the company's profits to Samantha's 401k. Because of these benefits, the 401k is a tool companies use for recruitment. If two identical companies offer Samantha the same salary, but one offers 401k matching or profit sharing, Samantha is probably going to choose that one. The 401k is also used as a tool for retention because of what's also known as a vesting period. Vesting means the contributions are locked in for a specific period of time. For example, let's say Samantha's company tells her that their contribution takes 3 years to vest. This means that Samantha can't withdraw the company's $3,000 for 3 years. One more thing that you should know. If Samantha quits or is fired from the insurance company, she is allowed to keep all of her contributions and all the company's vested contributions. However, if she withdraws it as cash, she will be forced to pay taxes and a penalty. What she should do is roll over her contributions to another registered retirement account, like an IRA. For more on the 401k, IRA, or other personal finance topics, head over to wallstreetsurvivor.com.
To recap, ideally your workplace will have a matching program. If they do, take full advantage. Generally, this means that your employer matches the amount of money that you put into your 401k at a set rate or percentage up to a certain amount. Try to put in the maximum amount that your employer matches. If you fail to contribute to your 401k plan up to the amount your employer matches, then you're basically turning down free money the company would otherwise provide for your retirement. In a matching plan, if you don't contribute anything, your employer won't add anything either. If you are deciding between two jobs and one of them matches a 401k investment, choose that job generally, especially if they pay about the same amount otherwise. There are different ways that employers can match. Whatever the match is, it's free money, so take it. Here's one common employer match example. The employer matches 50% up to the first 6%. So this means your employer will place 50 cents into your retirement plan for every dollar that you put in, up to the first 6% of your gross salary for that year. So if you earn $30,000 and decide to contribute that 6% to your 401k, you're contributing $1,800 a year. If you get paid bi-weekly, that means about $70 is coming out of your paycheck each pay period. Your employer is contributing an extra $900 to your savings account each year, which means that your total retirement savings over the course of a year is $2,700. And if you save like that for 20 years, then you'll have $54,000 in your retirement account. Another common example is a dollar for dollar match up to a certain amount. Let's say 5%. This means your company would contribute $1 for every dollar that you put into your 401k plan until you reach a total of 5% of your gross pay contributed for the year. After that amount is reached, your employer won't add any more funds to your account until the next calendar year. So let's say you earn $30,000 again and you contribute 6% to your plan. You're contributing $1,800 a year to your retirement. And again, this is about $70 coming out of your paycheck per pay period. In this scenario, your employer is contributing $1,500 a year to your retirement account, bringing your total retirement savings each year to $3,300. If you did this for 20 years, then you'll have $66,000 in your retirement account. Thanks for watching this video. To get credit for completing this lesson, go back to Google Classroom and submit the Lesson 5 Part 4 assignment.